Better late than never, I'm going to review Mockingjay Part 1, and I've been really late because I've been really busy with schoolwork and stuff, but here's a review, and yes, I am wearing a Christmas hat because it is almost Christmas! Let's do this. Mockingjay Part 1 stars Jennifer Lawrence, Donald Sutherland, and Philip Seymour Hoffman. And at the end of Catching Fire, so spoilers for Catching Fire if you guys haven't seen it, which I'm assuming is not a lot of you guys have not seen Catching Fire because obviously it's Catching Fire. So at the end of that movie, Candace shoots an arrow at the top of the dome and that explodes, causing a revolution. So now it's the rebels against the Capitol, and it has a lot of political intrigue, and to me, I absolutely hate politicians, so but if it's done in a really good and cinematic way, you know I'm going to be there. And within this political intrigue, a lot of propaganda is shot, and I think that's most of the movie. Yeah, that's most of the movie. Propaganda. They're shooting a lot of propaganda stuff with the crew members, and not a lot of them stick out to me, but Candace, played by Jennifer Lawrence, does a very good job. The only the only problem I have with her is that I feel like she hasn't grown as a character over the last 3 movies, but she's a very good actress. She brings this really determined and a really, she's not a bratty person. She's not out to prove that she's, like most girls in movies, which do get a lot really annoying in movies when they try to prove that they're more than something. And Philip Seymour Hoffman is great in the movie. His comedic timing is great. I actually didn't think he was going to be funny in this role, but he was really awesome, and rip to you. Rest in peace, Philip Seymour Hoffman. And then Donald Sutherland does such a good job. He's such a douchebag. I just hate his guts, but I just love hating his guts, And he toys a lot with Katniss, and it breaks her apart psychologically. Josh Hutcherson also plays Peeta, and and again, spoilers for Catching Fire, he's also captured and he's taken away from the Capitol, and that's all I'm gonna say. But at the end of the movie, he's a completely different person. And a lot of what this movie is built for, it's just build up. That's it. There is pretty cool scenes in here. This is one tense scene at the end, which is pretty cool. My biggest flaw with this movie is that it's more or less just build up. There's no climax, and there's not really. I know Part 2 is just going to be a bunch of wars, just like Deathly Hallows Part 2, but this is the problem I have. Why do they make the final book into 2 parts? Because of that. And that really bothers me, and I wish they would have put it in one movie, but this is a very good build-up, and never once in this movie was I bored. I wish the payoff would have been a lot better. And there is this part, I swear to you, once you see it, you'll know when I thought that this movie was going to end. But I would have liked to have seen that the movie would have ended there, but I liked where they ended it. There's also not a lot of action in this movie. Like I said, the political intrigue just does keep it interesting for me. But the only real action that does occur in this movie was when Katniss just shoots her bow and it destroys that ship and it explodes. That's basically, and it is shown in the trailer, but the political intrigue to me overweighed what the negatives had to bring, and there are very few negatives, so the positives overweigh the negatives for me. And I know a lot of people were really bored with this movie, but I'm honest to God was really intrigued the entire time up until the last moment of the film. All in all, this movie had a great political intrigue, great performances by everyone, and a cliffhanger that just leaves me to think that I'm just so pumped for Mockingjay Part 2. Hopefully it won't be depressing as everyone says, because I've never read the book, but I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. You guys, that is my review for Mockingjay Part 1. Definitely let me know what you thought about the film. And after I did go to, I went to Big Lots after going to the movie theaters, and I picked up 2 Blu-rays, and those will be mentioned in my update video, so be expecting that. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully it won't be too long, and yeah.
Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what you get.